everyone, this is Nina from Angelic Echoes. Welcome back to my channel. We are going to be doing a reading today to tap in with the energy of the full moon and how it's going to impact you, your divine counterpart, and the journey. And the 3 decks of cards I'm bringing in this is the Moonology Oracle cards. Let me just bring the guidebook, the Moonology Manifestation Oracle. This is the Dream Oracle cards, and we've got the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards by Denise, Linn. And let's see what we need to know. And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at angelic.echoes.xo@gmail.com. So thank you, angels. What do we need to know about the divine masculines with this full moon energy? How is it going to impact the divine masculines? What change can we expect as a result of this full moon? Thank you, angels. Okay, and the divine feminine, how is the divine feminine being impacted by this full moon? Okay, and the journey. Thank you, angels. What do we need to know about the divine masculines, divine feminines with this full moon, and the journey? Thank you, angels. There we go. And last but not the least, what do we need to know about the divine masculines, divine feminines with this full moon, and the journey? Thank you, angels. Okay, so we have several cards here. Let's start with the feminine, then we'll go to the masculine, and then the journey. So what do we need to know about the feminine? Okay, so we've got to reveal what needs to be seen. And this card was in reverse, so I feel this is about truth coming to light, and there might be slight delays about it, but I feel like there will be some truth coming to light. This full moon is going to probably bring something to the surface. And I'm feeling like my throat is choking. So I feel this is about possibly communication being cleared, or the need to speak one's truth. Okay, that's also what I'm connecting here. This is not necessarily only about what's to be seen, but what needs to be heard as well. So this could be about the divine masculines needing to speak their truth, or an opportunity for them to speak their truth to, in their situation, about them releasing their masks, removing their masks to be authentic to everyone around them and themselves. And there could be delays around it because this card was in reverse. So the reason why it's coming out for the feminine is because this is what the feminine needs to know, that things are coming to light, things are being surfaced, the truth is being revealed. There might be slight delays, but it is happening. And you got to examine your beliefs about being tested. So you are in a school of life, divine feminine, and obviously you are tested as well as your divine masculines being tested. And in the tests, you are being challenged to come out resilient, strong, but also to learn the necessary lessons that you need to learn. And sometimes the divine feminine can be very frustrated about the things that the feminine energy has to go through. Again, the divine feminine as a feminine energy has to go through to be able to transcend all limitations and become more spiritually aware and become more self-conscious, okay, or self-aware. And this is about the angels saying that this is about seeing it in a positive way and not in a negative way, that this is happening to help you and not to hinder you. You are not being robbed of any happiness. You're not being, you're not getting the wrong end of the stick. This is about things are working in your favor, and you have signed up for this journey in order to grow as a soul. And being tested is helping you to become stronger, resilient, independent, as well as loving yourself to a point where you feel whole and complete by yourself. And this is what you need to know. So do not see it in a negative way. That's what I feel the angels are saying here. So even if you feel like your dreams are not manifesting, they actually are. because you are being watched over. And I feel like this is what the angels are conveying. You are being watched over. Your entire journey, your life is being watched over. So trust in the higher power and everything that the journey is bringing to help the connection move forward and to bring a stable union in. And yeah, you're ascending the mountain. So I feel like this full moon could make you feel like, it could feel like a struggle where, you feel like you're climbing a mountain and you can't go on. And you've been given the strength by the divine to continue, to keep the faith, in continually believing that your twin will find their way back to you. And any struggles or void that you're feeling about your twin, or any struggles that you experiencing, whether it's what you're seeing on the 3D, hearing in the 3D, is helping you again to rise above the illusion and to see things more from a divine perspective. So you could feel like you're being tested in this week, where your love for your twin might be even tested, where you feel like you can't go on anymore and you want to just walk away from it. And you've been guided to not give up, but to keep moving forward, because you could experience triggers, is what I'm feeling, with this full moon energy, where you're being tested to see how committed you are to your twin flame journey. And you're being guided to keep moving forward and ascend that mountain, because the view on the top will be worth it. Okay? So what is happening with the divine masculine with this? How is a full moon impacting the divine masculine? Yeah, so the angels are saying, trust that all will be well. So whatever's happening with the divine masculines, trust that all will be well. All is happening according to, your soul growth, divine will. And you are growing and learning and healing what needs to be healed, and learning what needs to be learned, and becoming much more wiser and mature through this process and journey. And know that you are loved. So this is about knowing that you are not alone on your journey. All the struggles and challenges you're going through, divine masculine, you're not alone. You are loved, you are supported, and trust that the outcome will be in your favor. It will be positive. You've been guided to trust that all will be well. You will see light at the end of the tunnel, and you are loved. This is helping you. This is not hindering you. And you got to relax. So relax about anything that you're going through in this full moon energy. Relax about, calm your energy. I feel this is about calming your energy, taking time out for yourself, breathe. If you need to spend time alone, do that, but gather your thoughts and relax about everything, because again, trust that all will be well, because you are loved. And this love is not only from the divine, but your divine feminine loves you unconditionally. And yeah, detoxify. This is about cleansing your mind, your surroundings, your social circles, your habits. Detoxify your diet, your way of life, your routine, in order to be able to see things clearly, because everything you ingest does influence and impact your perspective. So you've been guided to detoxify through this full moon by relaxing and meditating. I feel this is also about spending time in solitude and meditating, or even if you can't meditate, it's about focusing on something that's more lighthearted and, that brings you peace and calm energy, because you are being told and guided to know that all will be well. So and I also feel that the divine masculines are going to go through detoxification anyway. So I feel like there's a purification taking place with this full moon in any event, which is going to help you to see things from a higher perspective as well. And you will trust that all will be well, because you will feel relaxed through this as well. And yeah, recognize your spiritual authority. So this is about you recognizing how spiritually powerful you actually are. Don't underestimate your power, because you actually are powerful as a divine masculine. And this is about connecting with your higher self, your intuition, your spirit, your guides, God, universe, whoever you connect to understand that your true power comes from source and the divine, and recognize that you are a powerful being, that you can create whatever you want, and again, the outcome will be positive and in your favor. So to have faith and trust in the divine, that the divine has your back. And recognize that you are powerful enough to create the life that you want, and you are worthy of it. And we've got your first light, beginning a new cycle. So I feel that you are beginning a new cycle. There's an ending of an old cycle. This could be a karmic cycle. So if you're going through challenges as well, it's because something needs to end for something new to begin. And there might be turmoil in your life, or you could be going through conflict, inner battles or conflict, because you are being guided to end something for a new beginning to come in. So this is about, and this is going to bring in a lot of light and joy and happiness if you surrender and allow it to unfold. So I feel that the divine masculines are going to be spiritually awakening through this moon, full moon, or there's a lot of epiphanies and realizations coming in as well, where you are recognizing, you're connecting the dots about things, you're gaining answers, downloads through your intuition, your crown chakra, but also you could be connecting the dots as to what is actually going on, why you're here, or your connection with your divine feminine, and also like what is it that you actually, what has been the patterns that has been holding you back that you need to actually overcome and transcend, to not repeat these patterns in this life and in lifetimes to come. So I feel that you are also recognizing what those things are, and that is putting you into spiritual power as well. And that is helping you to start a new cycle, to start afresh and end an old one, to be able to again transcend those patterns. So that's what's happening with the divine masculine. So for the journey, what do we have for the journey? We've got here, release your block. So this card was also in reverse. I feel that this is currently happening, where the blocks are being released. It's still in progress. That's why it was in reverse. But blocks are being released through this full moon energy, which is great. And this is going to help both twins to reach your goals. So you and your divine masculine, divine feminine, to reach your goals, which is once again whatever your desires are, but also finding your way back to each other, because blocks are being released. And that speaks to the ending of a cycle, as I was saying earlier, and a new one starting. And yeah, this is going to definitely lead you to passion and pleasure. So wherever you're being led to, all the blocks that are being released, all the turmoil, chaos, and burdens that you're carrying, all those blocks are being released in order for you to reach your goals and to have passion and pleasure in your life, where you enjoy life and you're abundantly blessed with whatever it is that you want. And that's what this full moon is bringing in. So there's a lot of power for the divine masculines, a lot of realizations, epiphanies coming in for the divine masculines, and also for the divine feminine. The divine feminine is being tested to recognize what unconditional love is, and to persevere and not give up on the connection. And for the journey, blocks are being released and removed in order to help both twins to come together and reach their goals, and to have that passion, pleasure, and abundant life that can be celebrated, which is what's coming in with this full moon energy. So obviously the full moon energy is propelling things forward again to help bring both twins together. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely day or evening wherever you are. Take care. Namaste. Bye.